Kaili.
Hi, I'm Sherry,
And this is Professor Tim Johnstone.
Hey, I'm Tim Johnstone. I'm a chemistry professor here at UC Santa Cruz in the Department of Chemistry and Biology. I'm an inorganic chemist. I enjoy investigating things at the forefront of chemical science, and I really enjoy teaching, and I absolutely love being a part of Cosmos.
Okay, so first question. What first sparked your curiosity about your field, and how has that curiosity evolved over time?
So I've always enjoyed knowing the things that are going on around me and being able to understand them more deeply. And that can be done in a lot of different ways. I would argue that if you are studying literature, you're coming to better understand more deeply what's happening inside the human mind. If you're studying history, you're coming to understand more deeply what's happened over the course of human history. But to understand the physical world around us, science classes always gave that to me. So whether I was in elementary school, whether I was in high school, I always appreciated the answers to questions that I got in my science classes. And you can get really satisfying answers in all of your science classes. But the types of answers that I found most satisfying were the ones that I got in my chemistry classes. And I can specifically remember, so the idea of like what sparked and then when was it that I knew? When I was in high school, so right at around the same age, it would have been towards the end. Things work a bit differently in the province of Canada that I'm from, but towards the end of high school, there was like a career day, and I checked off that I wanted to do chemistry. And so they shipped us off to the local university, and we were getting toured around, and he's like, well, why are you here? And we all kind of gave our answers, and my answer was I wanted to know why this was hard and this was green. And I felt like chemistry classes gave me the best answers to those questions. And so that was what led me to start studying chemistry. And as I studied it more and more, I came to appreciate the beauty of the molecular world that surrounds us more and more deeply, and the capacity to use chemistry to solve important problems.
And then our next question is, in your opinion, what's the most beautiful or surprising thing chemistry has revealed about the universe?
So there's a lot of things. Chemical interrogation of the world around us has revealed so much of the fundamental properties of the universe. Physics has revealed very deep fundamental properties of the universe, but the chemical ones tend to be a little bit more tangible. And the one that I like the most probably has to do with the fact that molecules can have handedness, and that's a thing. So in particular, the idea that depending on how the molecules are stitched together, if you have a hexagonal molecule and another hexagonal molecule, if you were to take the mirror image of one, it would be the same as the other. But my two hands are mirror images of each other. If I put a line here, I have my thumb, I travel a distance, my thumb is the same distance, pinky, travel a distance to the mirror, another pinky. So they're mirror images, but they don't superimpose on each other. So I have a pinky here and a thumb here. An HB pencil isn't that way. Like, they will superimpose, so it's identical to its mirror image. But some things are non-superimposable upon their mirror images. And that has very, very real implications for how molecules react and the properties that they have. And in particular, that has a huge impact on how drugs work, because a lot of the molecules in our body, things like proteins, things like DNA, have one particular handedness. And it seems like the universe itself actually might have a handedness.
Perfect. Okay, our last question. If you weren't doing your current job, what job would you do?
If I weren't doing my current job, what job would I do? So right now I'm a professor. So I'll give maybe one slightly cop-out answer and then one that's maybe a bit more fun. But on the cop-out side, like I'm an educator. I work at a university, I do chemical research. If I weren't doing that, I would probably be doing chemistry full-time. Like, I'm not in the lab anymore. I rarely actually go and mix chemicals together these days. I do a lot of teaching, I do a lot of mentoring, which I love, and that's why it's what I do. But if I weren't doing that, I would love to be back at the bench and actually running chemical reactions again. But if we're going blue sky and we just like, nope, not that, it would be so much fun to be like a professional travel writer.
Oh, that's interesting.
Travel the world and just like talk about all the cool things that are available to be seen. So I think that's what I would do.
Okay, that's all for today.
All right, thank you so much.